So here we go with Team Acropolis. As said, Team Acropolis, it's Acropolis, just like we see it in the 1v1 map pool for ranked, for those who played that. Kong Forever with the Chinese here, building a quick house with all of the first villagers here, and then go straight to the food with whatever we can. We'll have to force drop here to compensate for the fact that Chinese start without food whatsoever. So we have Chinese for Kong Forever, and we have Teutons for Plogen. So cavalry and archers, civs combos again here. Chinese with the option for camels as well, though, so they could have some mobile cavalry counter as the moves on. Argentina here with Mayans for Cornelio Bruto. And we have Magyars for Red Lash. I like Magyars for Acropolis. They get forging for free. Means that their scout rush has extra potential on open map like this. This great terrain here cannot be built upon, so full walling your Acropolis hill is easier said than done. It's almost impossible, especially for the early game. You also have only small woodlands up on your hills, so your resources are limited. You need to expand to the middle for further resources later on. Maybe drop TCs on the woodland spots here and there and get your eco running. So what seems to favor Chinese? Their team bonus is that farms carry more food, so that's also a good bonus to have. And imagine with Teutons as well, their farms cost 40% less or so, so Teutons getting those cheaper farms of their own and getting that extra food on a fantastic eco boost for Teutons already from the early game. Could even justify dropping more Dark Age farms because of that Chinese teammates here. I'm expecting scouts and archers combination from these two and probably mirrored from the other side. That said, with Magyars +1 forging for free, would opt for a stronger opening for Team Argentina here. I believe it may be their home map pick, so for sure they have some strategies planned here. Now let's just dive into the feudal age action here. Could talk a little bit about the maps as well, but looks like the golds are somewhat nicely disposed here for Team Argentina. They have some golds in the back. Same goes for Team Norway. Nice back gold here for Plogen and for Kong as well, pretty close to the TC. So not easily denied, although with scouts mobility it could be taken advantage of. Kong is losing his Chinese, or actually he's sort of keeping his villager lead by Chinese because he does have to take Loom right away. He's keeping consistent villager high with the others. A little lead for Kong Forever here, as we see some units in the barracks for Plogen. So Plogen with the Teutons is going to open with a with infantry here. I'm not sure if the play is a Drush or a Man-at-Arms, but looking at the population, I think it suggests Man-at-Arms here. No, wait, he's placed in the middle now, so it is definitely a Drush here for Teutons. A pre-milled Drush by Plogen playing as Teutons here. It could cause some damage. It takes a good while for the Drush to get all over to the other side though, so I would actually have encouraged Teutons scouts here. Husbandry doesn't apply until Castle Age anyway, or lack of husbandry rather, since Teutons don't get it. Some flaring in the back, don't know what that was about. Could be a relic position or something. Who knows? Anyway, 3 angry housewives moving forward here for Plogen. His main target will be the berries of the opponent here, and Mayans, maybe suspecting this to be the case, is also sustaining the extending their Dark Age here, going into militia of their own. So we'll be seeing some militia fighting here. Could be an advantage here for Cornelio Bruto, not just having the hill, but having all 3 assembled as well. So with unluck here, Cornelio Bruto will see this. We'll have to pull the militia back now, I believe. Goes for the forward instead. Okay, so he's confident in the ability to clean this up at home with no issues. Red Lash provides their scout as well together with Cornelio Bruto's rush here, maybe. Nice quick walls here though. The thing with, okay, now I get the rush idea actually. With Team Acropolis you have both opponents pretty close on the other side, and the full wall Dark Age is really out of the question, so you want to get that early damage in with a rush, because you know your opponent will not be full walled in time, even though team walls are certainly close to being completed here for Plogen. What happened to the militia of Red Lash here? Did they pull them back, or one villager at risk of going down here though? Doom is in, shouldn't be an issue. Plogen going to the feudal age, going to follow up with some kind of feudal age units here, or yeah, definitely going to follow up with some kind of feudals military here. Drush reaches Plogen's base. Quick walls are denying a little bit of expansion here, but that is 3 militia to deal with for Plogen's side here, and 1 villager will go down for Plogen here, so great value from Cornelio Bruto's Drush forward here, although needing to deal with Drush at home as well, so the mirror Drush here you could say from Mayans and Teutons. Teutons do get extra melee armor, but that starts from Castle Age, so that doesn't apply to the Dark Age militia. Now just general annoyment here takes Plogen off 1 woodline. Plogen simply relocates and should be fine. He did not invest into the villagers attacking the Drush forward here, so it's playing this patiently. Plogen is going into the stables here, so Drush into scouts. I guess you could sustain that for Teutons, considering that the farms are so cheap and you get that extra food boost from having a Chinese teammate as well. Kong is going to drop double barracks here, so he will clean up the Drush here, no problem. Plogen could even quick wall them out now with some foundations here. Here comes the quick wall on the berries. Keeps them out for now as feudal age comes in for the Mayans player. 3 militia in the back of Cornelio Bruto's base here. No archery range seen yet, as Magyars is going for the scouts here. Scouts already forward for Magyars, going to try and assist the Drush of Cornelio Bruto here. So that should be an army presence of 6 or 7 army total for Red Lash and Cornelio Bruto on the Teuton player's side here. Problem is Kong is getting the free build up here. Is going to go into those archers, getting fletching, and scouts and militia shouldn't be a problem for a decent group of archers with fletching to clean up. We see already a few of them no fletching though, but still dealing some damage along the way, and Plogen with his own scouts helping out. Alright, so I bet, well, the Drush is more or less cleaned up on the other side. I'd argue it's had some serious value for Plogen as well, disrupting the economy of Cornelio Bruto here. All players in the field age now, but Plogen with a 3 villager lead overall, so his Drush must have given some more value in terms of idle time here on the opponent's side. They distracting the build of Cornelio Bruto here. There are some scouts to be dealt with, Magyar scouts with forging, plus attack for free here. But it looks like they're being cleaned up now. 2 scouts of Plogen. They are weak though, can never ever take this fight against the Magyar scouts. Runs into them anyway, but now going to... I think Plogen's just trying to buy time here to collect more of his army or lure them in towards his spears. Here comes the spearman. 2 full HP Magyar scouts here though against those Teuton ones. This one will go down for sure. And finally Plogen could wall off his side here. Here comes the last 2 palisades for Plogen as well. Kong now moving forward with 7 archers here. And probably going to punish this woodline with the hill bonus here. At the risk of being attacked by scouts, but they are being held busy here by Plogen to some extent. 2 full HP scouts here though, and right now Red Lash should be seeing some green dots on his minimap and task the scouts over here straight away. With 3 scouts attacking downhill, I think he should still do decent against Conqueror's forward archers here. But look at this. No hit just yet, but that's a very, very... these woodchoppers are basically prisoners. They are within their own palisade walls, so that could be deleted for an easy escape. But Kong has 7 archers here with the hill bonus. Is going to get at least 2 or 3 kills here. Plogen is at the ready as well. In the case of skirm defense from any of these players, that's not going to work out because 2 scouts of Plogen will be able to handle skirmishers just fine, as Kong sends in more army here now. adding a spearman as well, so the Magyar scouts can't really contribute anything here. And note that Cornelio Buto is on all the way to the castle age here with 30 population. Might be going for eagles for the mobility for raids. There's only a barracks here, but fletching is being teched as well, unless it just got cancelled. So could be crossbows or skirmishers here as well, or whatever is needed. And Norway B are completely safe on their side though. Here comes the blacksmith of Plogen. Is going to click that castle age soon as well, which will need Teuton's knights with their extra melee armor. Fantastic tanky stuff to deal with other melee units. Would be a great answer to eagles as well. Apart from the fact that Teutons don't get husbandry, so the speed of your cavalry will be limited compared to many other cavalry sibs. Great value from Kong's forward here for now. Kong still in field edge, committing to those two archer rangers after all, but the military presence is real. Cornelio, no military whatsoever. Kong forever with 22. So it's a 22. It's twice the army size for... Hold on, it's 2 and 6. 28 against 5 military for Norway B here against Argentina. Pure army domination at this stage of the game on Team Acropolis, and some villager losses for Red Lash as well. Hurts the eco wood line. Only, let's see, Red Lash is wood. He is with 6 villagers and wood, and they're all over here, I believe. So his wood income is very exposed, very hurt. Here comes a defensive castle from the Mayans player. Wants to get to those plumed archers. Could be a play for the mobility on a map like this, but it may as well happen a little bit too late here, as all the other players are on the way to the castle age. It's going to be Kong latest of them all, but Plogen with getting bloodlines now will provide knights into the mix here for Kong's archers later to be crossbows, and I'm pretty sure they've seen the castle foundation going up here. Okay, they actually haven't, but they may very well do. That just got signaled. That basically means run. So castle goes up, but doesn't get too many mentionable free hits in on the archer's army here. Kong saves all of them, I believe. 60% castle age now. Kong with 24 military. That's going to be crossbows soon enough. A steady trickle of more army as well could get us around here on these Magyar's leftover scouts. Now with the +4, considering castle age is in. And Plogen wants to go for a TC here. If the scouts still stay here, they could of course deny this foundation, but I think they're looking to try and get some raids in here. So overchop could happen over here, but there's still 90 wood left, so not really the case. Magyar Scout getting value here now. They have that iron forging for free, so they get +2 attack actually. Teuton Knights will contest the Magyar Scouts easily though. Teuton extra melee armor, even with any upgrades, is more melee armor for Teuton Knights than generic Knights. Kong just reached castle age as well. Here comes Bodkin Arrow crossbows and a group of 26 units here. Should pick off these easily. Defense is in for the Magyar Scouts. Tells of the fact that Magyars will be going for Knights here as well. +1 just for now for Magyars, but the attack for free is still a boost for the Magyar's Knights here against the Teutons. It kind of negates Teutons' free armor here, but not enough. You could argue though that Magyars with husbandry are able to outrun Teuton's knights, but it seems like Plogen has the numbers advantage here. 12 against 7, Kong with 31 against 6 here. And the plumed archers is the play for the Mayans player. Going for that mobility. Might go for some raids on the other side, but with TCs to protect the economy. Here we go. 4 plumed archers over here to snipe spearmen. They will have a tougher time sniping the knight though, even with only +1. It's only 3 plumed archers here now. Not going to be enough. Red Lash going to extend as well, dropping a TC over here maybe for the golds and woodline over here. Meanwhile, a threatening mass of army from Kong at 34 total and consistently producing more ballistics is about to kick in as well, and the villager lead overall is in favor of Norway here by around 10 villagers, I'd say. Plume Archers coming to assist here. That's a significant loss of units now for Argentina. They are up against twice as many units though, and Plume Archers downhill aren't going to contribute nearly enough. They need to try and focus fire the spears here as well, I think. Otherwise, the spears of Plogen and Kong will get some free hits in here on the Magyar's army. And look at the numbers going down. KD going up for Kong and Plogen here. Red Lash doing a great job with the KD 20 to 23 here, but overall looks like a numbers win for Plogen and Kong. Taking out two archers, only one castle to produce from for now for Cornelio Bruto, so that means limited potential for replenishment as well. Kong split up his archers as well, takes the archers over here to try and reach Red Lash's goal. No, it's gonna break through actually. So if the knights and archers get in here, it could be devastating for Red Lash's eco, and then you could just move on further on towards Cornelio Bruto, who is just the next door neighbor here. Yeah, lots of villagers get idle now. They don't show up idols just yet because they are walking, but just look at this number going to spike up here now. 20, 50 for 15. TC is full. You can't garrison inside the mode. 3 easy kills for Kong there with ballistics in the bag. So it's a 1 TC only for, well, it's 2 TCs for Red Lash, but it's 1 TC only for the Mayans player here. They are falling significantly behind the eco, losing more villagers here, almost only 40 villagers each for the Argentinians team, and Kong doesn't even bother too much with TC fire here anymore. The more damage he can do, the more army and villagers he can kill, the better, even if he loses all of this. It's going to prove their value. Picking off 2 archers here, picking off more villagers, going into Cornelio Bruto here. And Norway B looking strong yet again here on this map. Gets a knight pick off as well. And so many villagers. Looking at all the villagers going down, Cornelio Bruto taps out, calls the GG, Conqueror only with a G, hopefully a typo there. And probably meant to say GG, I hope. So let's browse through the stats here. Kong with the superior score in the end, villager high as well, a military lead by far, that boosts the scores quite a bit. Looking at the numbers here, Red Lash and Cornelio struggling to get the army numbers to the critical mass here. Plogen and Kong with some seriously great teamwork there to punish the economy of their enemies at just the right points in time.